Greetings, I'm Professor K, and I just want to go over this Unit 5 assignment with you real quick and clear up some of the mud. Now, students do have an option. You can either write a paper or you can take the hands-on lab option. Now, the hands-on lab option is designed to give you a real-world feel for what it's going to be like when you go out and you have to do this. You may not have the hardware, you may not have the software. You may not have the ability to conduct a Wi-Fi mapping of the area. That's normal. We don't get everything our way when we're working in technology. Most of the time, very seldom does anything ever work right out of the box. It requires that we troubleshoot. It requires that we make changes to our operating system, that we have to get a certain type of application, or in this case, a certain type of Wi-Fi adapter for our machine, because what we're trying to do is not that ordinary. We're trying to do things that are outside of the box. When we conduct this Wi-Fi survey, that's not something people normally do. And so it's going to require that you bring some buy-in if you want to do it. It's going to require that you probably have to consider maybe upgrading your Wi-Fi adapter so that it can go into monitor mode, because a lot of Wi-Fi adapters just don't do it. And it should bring you an appreciation of what it actually takes to work in technology, because this is just a small taste of what happens when you get to the job and somebody just throws something on your desk and say, "Here, I need you to go do this, and when you're done, write me up a report and have it on my desk by the end of the week." They don't care that you don't have the hardware, that you don't have the software, or that you don't have the right adapter. That's not their problem. Their problem is just getting the job completed. Your job as a technology individual is to troubleshoot it, overcome, adapt, and make things happen. That's what we do in technology. That's all we do. If it wasn't for troubleshooting and fixing things all the time, we'd have nothing to do in technology. But every day you get up and you go into work, you're going to find that there's going to be something that you're going to have to figure out to make it work. And this lab is an example of that. I didn't design the lab that way. That's just the way the lab is turning out, because I can't get a decent free Wi-Fi scanning utility with a 30-day free trial that you can use in the course. They're all restricted. They're tough. Some of these applications will not install on your operating system. Some of them will. If you have an Apple machine, you may have even further problems. But that's just the way it works in technology. You're not going to get away from it, no matter how hard you try. Somebody's always going to bring something to you, and you're not going to be able to install it. You're not going to be able to use it out of the box. It's going to require some type of research, troubleshooting, and you're going to be the one that gets stuck with trying to make it work. But that's how you learn. That's how you learn. And after you do that about 5 or 7 years, you actually do know something about working in technology. The idea behind this lab is that you do the best you can. I would like to see a heat map of the Wi-Fi networks in your area. I would like to see some scanning results, but you do the best you can, and I will grade what you've done as a best effort. That's for week 5. Now, the reason I don't replace this lab is because I think it's important. Because if you're going to work with wireless applications, then you need to know how to do a wireless survey. That's the only reason I can think of to keep this lab as it is. I have other labs, but I think this one's important. So you have to be able to understand the takeaways and why I'm explaining it to you as I am. So if you have any questions, you have any concerns, just go ahead and drop me a message, and I'll work it out with you. All right. I'll see you up in the discussions.